So I've got some big tennis news this episode. The next big tournament of the year is kicking off, the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, which is close to Palm Springs, California. World number one Serena Williams has decided to bury the hatchet and return to the Indian Wells tournament after a 14-year boycott. Indian Wells is where Serena won her very first pro match in 1997, alongside her sister Venus Williams in the doubles. Indian Wells is also where she won her first big tournament against Setffi Graf in 1999.
And it was a doozer. 7-5 in the third, and the racket goes skyward as Serena Williams at that point won the biggest title of her young career. Of course, later on in '99, she would go one better.
But when she returned in 2001, she was met with a not so warm welcome from fans. Serena was hissed and booed when she would walk onto the court. People were yelling and screaming all sorts of negativity towards her. And in her autobiography, she said that she could even hear people screaming the N-word. Gross. And she actually said that one guy screamed out, "Go back to Compton." This outburst of racism caused Serena to decide against playing in this tournament indefinitely.
Finals between Kim Clijsters and Serena Williams about to happen, but just moments ago, more drama as Venus and Richard Williams walk down, and here's the crowd again. It's a long walk down to the courtside box. Few people started to applaud. And then in a minute, there's going to be a heckler. I'm not going to sure we're going to be able to see it, but Richard actually stopped and looked at somebody, and it was a very tense situation, Mary Jo. I've never seen anything like this at a tennis match.
Neither have I. It's pretty amazing. It's incredible that the crowd booed for so long. I had heard rumors before the match that some people were unhappy and might go out there to boo, but it was the majority of the crowd.
Actually, a few boos, some applause. Serena Williams with a win, 6-2 in the third set.
A lot of drama in this match today, Pam, and you got to hand it to Serena Williams going over to hug her father and her sister. More boos from the crowd.
Nina's saying something to Serena there. More than just, I think, congratulations.
She said she was hurt, upset, and most of all, scared to return. For 14 years, Serena has abstained from playing at the Indian Wells tournament. But this year, for the 2015 round, Serena has decided to forgive and forget and make a triumphant return. Obviously, she's still hesitant and nervous about returning and meeting a similar reaction from the crowd again. But ultimately, she says, "I'm just following my heart on this one. Indian Wells was a pivotal moment of my story, and I'm a part of the tournament story as well. Together, we have a chance to write a different ending." I'm excited and happy to see Serena overcoming adversity and deciding to return to Indian Wells this year. Although, I can't say that for the other women, as I'm sure they're not too thrilled to have her back. With Serena out of the running, the opportunity to actually win a big tournament substantially increases. And now with her back, the odds of her taking the trophy, per the usual, are pretty good. On another note, I mentioned this last year, but just as a reminder, if you're heading down to Indian Wells and would like to see some player sightings, a few of them will stay at the La Quinta Resort. Novak Djokovic usually stays there and can often be caught training in the gym or practicing on their small stadium court. But for the most part, the bulk of the players will be staying at either the Renaissance Esmeralda or the Hyatt Indian Wells, which is directly across the road from the Esmeralda. So, if you plant yourself in the lobby of one of these hotels, the likelihood of a player spotting is quite high. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Williams and Sharapova have met time and time again, and it's been a very long time since Sharapova has been able to triumph over Williams. Often, she actually even gets completely obliterated, not even providing much entertainment for the audience.